day. We're here in the Dominguez Escalante National Conservation Area camping, and we've just got a new item that we purchased when it first came out. We just were able to pick it up, and so we're going to give it our first try at making this work for us today. We previously had the Nomad system, the Joolca Nomad. Now we're going to try the Joolca Hot Tap Go. We're going to open this up. We've got a gas regulator, a shower head, a hot water hose, base part of the shower with the on-off switch. Looks like we've got a holder for the shower, and we have the instructions as well as the electrical cord that goes with it. And the water goes in here, and I think we've got a power system, propane tank, and water. So I think we're ready to make this work. I'm just going to put it together. Now we have all the parts out of their packaging. We're going to start assembling things here. Okay, that just clicks on. That's your shower head. This is your on-off switch. It's going to connect to one end of this. So you just pull this down, push it together, it's locked in. Come around here to the front. Gotta pull this off, pull this back, push it on, click it in. That's why you get your water from one place to the other. Let's see. Next we've got our gas. Just gonna spin in here, in place. Again, come around to the front, pull this back, push this on. Whoop. Well, it's got gas. All right, that took a little more force to get it on than I was expecting. I was pushing too lightly on it. Okay, looks like all the pieces are set up. This part goes into the EcoFlow. That should give us power. And then this plugs into the front, right above the water inlet, just like that. So everything's together. The only thing we need is water. So this is supposed to hold 3 gallons. Looks like we have 3 gallons.
Go.
All right, just finished filling this with the 3 gallons of water. Now we're going to turn it on. So there's a little switch right here above the gas. Digital comes up. It's set at 48 degrees, which is 108 Fahrenheit.
We're going to do a little more than that.
115?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so now it's heating up, and it's going to take a few minutes to do that. This is the EcoFlow, and currently the Joolca's pulling 41 watts. Not sure how visible that is on there. We are 6 minutes in to its heating cycle, and it's up to 97 degrees. The water hot?
I mean, it could be hotter.
But it's getting hot.
Yes.
Okay. It says it's 104. All right. right, it is close to its temperature. It was 115 and quit, and when it quit, it dropped down to 111. It took about 1 more minute to go from 115 to 124, and then we'll check and see if we got water flow. Oop, we got to change the water. Got to go to water flow. Temperature's at 122, and we got water coming out of the shower. And you can rotate it to make it more will flow or less flow. So somewhere in the middle is probably good. All right, Nancy's going to give this a real world try now. All right, now after 2 showers, we're going to take this apart and put it away. So got a little water in there. A little water coming out of here. Draining that. That inside. Get the electrical inside. Take that apart. Gas connection inside, the shower, the holder, and the bottle of gas. And it's all done. There you go. Worked out great. Nancy and I just finished our showers, and we are here to talk to you about how this went and our perspective on the Hot Tap Go. Before we do that, I want to clarify that it's not just for showers. Got dishes to clean. Or do laundry. Now you'll notice that the gas isn't hooked up on here, but you can still use this to clean gear or whatever you need to clean. It also serves as a makeshift desk from time to time.
5.
So, were we disappointed or happy with the Hot Tap Go? Overall, performance-wise, we were very happy. However, we do have some pros and cons to share with you. Let's start with the cons first. And one of the first things was, you may have noticed in the video that I had some trouble getting this on when I was trying to hook it up right here. Or actually, yeah, right here. And the reason I found for that is I had the canister on here, and I think the back pressure from the canister being on here made this difficult to get on. So I found out later that if you put this on without the canister, it goes right on. So once you learn how to use it, it's no longer a con, but it's something you have to figure out. The next con, or maybe not, is water. You hold 3 gallons in here. Joolca kind of makes the impression that you can take in a full shower with 1.5 gallons. So that's 2 showers out of the water that's in here. That was not Nancy and I's realization.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not even, no.
Not even close. I know I use about 2.5 gallons of water to take my shower. Now, what that included was washing my hair twice, putting conditioner on, putting body wash on, and rinsing all that off and off of me. And so it took 2.5 gallons. Now, maybe somewhere down the line, I'll get more efficient at it.
Let's clarify. Were you turning that off in between?
Oh yeah, I was turning off the shower in between using that, doing soap on my hair.
Yep.
And then rinsing it off, turning it off, soaping my hair, turning it off, putting conditioner on, soaping my body, turning it off. And so everything, was trying to conserve water, still used 2.5 gallons. So that's the one thing that you want to be conscious of is how much water you're using. And like I was starting to say, maybe somewhere down the line when I get more water efficient, it will be 2 gallons, maybe not 2.5. But I don't think I'm going to get down to 1.5 gallons unless I'm just rinsing off. One of another possible cons for somebody is the way the temperature seems to work here. We set it originally at 115 degrees. It stopped at 115 degrees, but then it fell to 111. It stabilized and stayed there. But if you want a specific number that you really want, you might have to set it higher than what you were thinking in order to get that heat. One of the other pieces of it is that we found that the temperature at 124 dropped down to 122. It's really hot. And when we originally set all this up, I didn't read any of the instructions and I just wanted to do it intuitively. So the first time I set it up was the first time you saw me do it, and it went fine. I didn't need any instructions. However, Joolca did say in the instructions after reading them, don't set it above 122 degrees. Another con for some people is going to be the price. It's $599.99 if you can't buy it on sale. There's a lot of specialty components in something like this, just based on my background of seeing different things that have been miniaturized over the years. And we know that this is, you know, a first off build, and so it's going to cost more up front. But you have to prioritize what's important to you. Is it being able to have a compact system that delivers a shower to you, or spending $1,000 on a light bar? It just depends on what your overlanding van life is and how you like it and what you see as your most important gear. To us, this was important, particularly for its size. So we did buy it on sale, but it was really a great piece of equipment for us to get that way. One of the other cons is that because of the way this lip is formed on this tank, when you try to empty the water out, some of it gets stuck underneath no matter how much you try and shake it or jerk it around. So you will have to get in here and dry some of this out in order to get it out. And down in the filter system, there's going to be a little leftover water. So before you put this up, you're going to need to make sure you get in here and dry all the water out, or put it out in the sun and let it dry out before you put it up for any length of time. If you're just going to put it up for a couple of days, no big deal. If you're going to put it up for a couple of weeks, yeah, you're going to need to get in here and dry this out. All right, so now let's talk about some of the pros. One of the biggest ones is just its overall size. This thing is very small. It's the size of a jerry can, basically, and you can put all your components inside, so you have a place to store them. You don't have to find somewhere other place to store them. So from just the versatility of compact size and storage, this is a really great unit. Another thing about this unit is it's versatile. It's not just for a shower. It's for dishwashing, cleaning gear, washing your pets, whatever it is you need to do that needs hot water, this unit will do it. One of the bigger things, it's a real pro for this, it is easy to set up. As I mentioned before, the first time I ever did it was what you saw me do. It went real well, except for the gas, which now I figured that out. Everything just clicks together, goes in where it's supposed to, and fires up the first time. Every time we've turned it on, it's gone first time. Haven't had to troubleshoot it or do any problems with, or had any problems with it at all. So this has been a perfect unit for us. One of the things that I was really skeptical about is this shower head. With the Nomad system, it's a nice round shower head. You feel like you're getting a regular household shower, and you look at this and you go, I don't know if this is going to be very good. But in actuality, it worked out fine. There was no issue with it, and it was very effective as a shower head. Really enjoyed it. So overall, our opinion is that for travelers, if you want something that's compact, saves water, saves energy, and is easy to use, easy to set up, this is the item you want to get. It works out great for us. We have, you know, a small area that we can pack it in. We're in a Jeep Wrangler with 2 people, 2 dogs, with all of our camping gear, and so space is a big deal for us. So this unit, because of how compact it is what we need, and it works for us. If there's anything I didn't cover or questions you have about this setup or about the unit itself, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them and get the information you are wanting to learn. If you found this information useful, please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time on our next JeeperTales. See you later.